ads are here. Pausing for ads.
Hello, 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 and welcome back to another live stream. It's Wednesday. Middle of the week. Sort of. Is Wednesday the middle of the week? Or is Thursday the middle of the week? This is the middle of the work week, I guess. If you're working Monday through Friday, Joe. But it's not the middle of the actual week. Something to think about. So yesterday, I was pulling my hair out and bashing my head against the wall. And then after yesterday's stream, I continued to do that till about 10 p.m. where my eyes were on fire. And I was like, I'm done. I need to go relax and go to sleep. Which I did. In the morning, I was like, okay, time to continue bashing my head against the wall. But I didn't do it for long because I found, as I figured, the stupid checkbox that causes all the issues. There's always something small and stupid, always causes the biggest issues. So it's fixed. I found the problem. It's fixed, which means we can now proceed with the rest of the stuff. I even had people like I try to get people to on the Unreal Source Discord to like assist because I'm not an expert at AI. Like I know enough to be dangerous, basically. But I'm not like a super expert. So yeah, figured that all out, thankfully. So but they helped, but weren't able to provide the answer because the answer was stupid. So let me show you what the problem was in case this ever happens to you, because it's stupid. It's very much stupid. So my AI, right? If I grab this guy and I search for actually I need the AI controller class. So it is using the Detour Crowd AI controller, but we swapped this to the regular AI controller and it still had issues. And I even And later on, I realized that the main brute, like when I just on death, if I told it to delete the character movement component, it was fine. And I checked through the character movement component. Like everything looks good. There's no issues here. Like yeah, scroll through everything. Like there's no issues whatsoever. There's like RVO avoidance here. I'm like, no, that's off. So it should be good. Here's the thing though. It was off on my master character. For some damn reason, it wasn't off on the child, which is the enemy parent. On the enemy parent, the damn thing was on. And I guess at one point or another, very early on, I turned it on and I completely forgot about it. And so that's why they were never getting that close to each other, because they couldn't because of freaking RV avoidance. So now with it back to being Detour Crowd AI controller, we actually have it working the way it's supposed to. So let me show you. Once it loads. There it is. Okay. So if we play now, we'll see how it's supposed to be acting. Right? Go in phase 2. I can walk through them. They don't body block. And you see how much they bunch? They're like almost on top of each other, and now they can just all attack me at once and just come at me. That also I need to address. I need to make him so he doesn't fall exactly on top of me, and I need a delay. So that's an easy adjustment, but you see how easy that was? I took a lot of damage by standing in place and letting them just all come to me, basically. But they all come to me. Curious how actually, how's the damage right now with the, or how does it work with the projectiles? I was holding right there. I dashed left. So now I can play around with, I'm not dashing. I'm holding left there. Why am I dashing in the direction? It's not the direction of the mouse. Yeah, but his AI is turned off to attack me, but you can see he's walking all over them just fine. No issues whatsoever. So yay, so we can continue figuring, like, actually working on this stuff. Okay. So let's start adjusting some stuff. Now that we can. Let's start with the spiderlings. First of all, I can reduce the range for which they jump, because that is clearly not an issue. I want them to be closer. So let's do like, I want them to jump from pretty close, 300. So I don't want them like jumping all the way across the map for me. That's like, I just want them to like jump when they're close. So they should be able to run up to me. And when they get close, yeah, then they can jump maybe a little bit further away. A little bit further away. Do like 500. And their strafe now we can set back to 350. That should be fine. Excellent, excellent. So now it should be considerably better. And then let's go ahead and tweak the spider to not fall on top of us directly. right, so there they go, attacking me. So now I can increase the amount of spiders if I would like to. I don't think I will. I don't think I will. What I might do is I might change the I think I might increase the AoE of the projectile to be the same size as the melee. That's also one thing I was thinking. So if I go to my player and I check out his attacks, we have a radius of 125. Actually, it's the same radius now, but it has a longer range. 50 to 125, so it has a longer, like, forward range. So for it to be about the same, I probably should increase the projectile to be a little bit wider. I think I'll do that. Let's go to where's it? Projectile. All right, so it's 125. Radius, I'll make it 150. Why is damage 50? Damage should be 25. Oh wait, damage doesn't even do anything anymore, does it? I'm pretty sure I changed it so damage is based on the weapon. If it's the player, then it does my damage. If it's not the player, then it does whatever I've put in here. Got it. So in which case, set this to 10. Yep. So that is all fine. Cool. Okay. So, next up, let's go to the let's go to spider and let's rehook up this. So we'll continue to do this, which is great. I'll continue to move around now. And let's have it when he drops, he doesn't drop on top of me, which is the big problem. He needs to be just a little bit off. So what's the best way of doing it? Let's see. I probably don't even need this infinite vision anymore. I'll probably undo like a bunch of the stuff we did yesterday because we don't need it. Because clearly that wasn't the problem, as we learned. Okay, so we do a trace from ourselves. What I want to do is point in range. Character movement. Random point, not bounding box. Get random ritual point in radius navigation. That's what I want. So what I want is from my origin, I want a random point just around me. Instead of a line trace. I don't need the line trace then. Because that guarantees that Well, this, if I'm in the air, I might not have one. So we still will want to do a, if false, then we do a trace. So let's do these. Grab all of you, scoot you guys over. And now we're gonna say, okay, this if it was successful. If it was not successful, we'll do this. If it was successful, we could bypass this. And we'll go right into spawn the rest. And as long as I'm on the ground, this will be successful. So a little bit. Now, this doesn't fix it when it fails. Like, if I'm in the air and it tries to do this, it'll hit right on top of me. So, what I'm going to do is... split it. And I'm going to do a random float in range. And let's say... minus 100 to 100 in both X and Y. 100's not that far, so I want it to be still like on the player, but just a little bit off center, basically. If somehow they manage to both get 0, I guess, sure. I'm not covering that base, but otherwise, I am. So here we want to do a select. Select vector is fine. And again, I need to move all of this over. Let's see if I can clean it up a bit. And it's going to be based off of this. Now, for it not to pick a random point each time, I need to promote these to a variable. This is phase 3 spawn location. And phase 3 spawn location found. Plug that all the way through. Okay. Looks good. So now we can do here. If we found the location, then we use the phase 3 spawn location. Otherwise, we use our trace. Go. Okay. Yep, that looks good. I have delays. It's hard to collapse things when there's delays. I can use literally a collapse node. But it's fine. You above, drag you out. Okay. Also, this is a 40%. 10%. And I also need to change the timing on you. This is phase 3 force start. Go. Let's organize this a little bit. Let's put it all under phases. All of this stuff. Don't need the dash distance. This is phases. 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 So attack targets for phases. Phases. That is for rams, which we can put in its own ramming attack section. Hey, good guts. Welcome in. How's it going? I'm doing well. Hope you're doing good. You're late. You're in a bus going home right now. Long day at work. All good. It's okay, you know. You can miss a day. You're allowed. You know, you're on the. You don't have to watch me on the bus. I don't know if you feel awkward doing that. What am I cooking today? I fixed the problem from yesterday, this morning. If you want to know what the problem was and all that, rewind to the beginning of the stream. I go over everything. It'll take a while to explain it all. But it was, as I thought, it was a small, stupid thing that caused a big problem. Basically, checkbox equals everything breaks, right? Always. That is always the case. The smallest, stupidest things will cause the biggest issue. That's the summary of it. So that's all good. And now we have our Spidey bro working correctly. And now we just set up the spider to when he goes into phase 3, he will not he will what's it called? Hold on. I'm being surrounded by spiders. I mean, I can just stay here and they'll come to me, I guess. This is taking a lot of damage this way, but I mean, if you have health, I guess go nuts. See how nice this works. Oh, hi guys. Anyone else? Oh, why did you guys not come here? Are you stuck here? Why are you guys stuck? Yeah, so now if we come here, well, I want you to move through here, please. Yeah, he moves around. He moves actually through the stuff, which is important. Yay! Okay, so that's working. Sweet. Why do they get stuck here? That is odd. You know what? I'm going to because the reason it didn't spawn was because I probably made this just too low, 10%. Let's make it when there's 20% of the sacks left, less than 20%, it should be fine. And I'll just tweak this a little bit. Yeah, a few more. Looks good. Okay. Okay. So now, right. I won't. Oh yeah, I increased the projectile range here. Excellent. Let's try the projectile. Okay, I need to check out the dash. Something's going on with the dash. I'm pressing up. I'm shooting. I'm still pressing up, but I moved that way. Okay. I think I know what's going on. There we go. I might make it so he does damage if he lands on you. That might not be terrible for the future. But I was just saying about okay, what was it just saying they wanted to do? Holy crap. I just left my brain. Oh, the dash. Hey, Stormrun, welcome in. How's it going? Hope you're doing well. Let's go to our character and let me check the dash real quick. Event graph. Dash. So on dash start. Yeah, we don't need this. Stop animation, stop active movement. Yep, this is all correct. This is all good. Getting dash time. Yep, this is all good. Phase animation, that is working correctly. Execute dash trail, dash timing. And then he gets at your location. Ah, hold on. Okay. It goes off of where I'm rotating, not where I'm pressing. So it's going, and I force myself to rotate towards my... Yeah, because... So what is happening... I'm gonna pull up paint, make it easier. Is my character will face towards wherever my like WASD is, right? But he'll also face where the mouse is if I am attacking. So he'll go wherever my mouse is if my mouse is here or here, right? So what happens is I move, he'll face a certain way, and then I'll say attack. And so he will attack in this direction, and then I immediately dash. Now, I'm dashing while holding up and right, but my character is facing down left, so he dashes down left. We gotta fix that. And what timing on Discord? On ads. You send a pic of your first village. Cool. Well, it's ads time, so I can check it out. Nice. It very much reminds me of like those old Final Fantasy games. Actually. Very nice. Good job. Good job. Oh, Jesus Freak, welcome in. How's it going? I'm doing well. Welcome, welcome. So after the ads, we got to figure out how do we make it so we get the information from the directionally of the movement. I wonder if I could just drag this somewhere else and have it work. It'll be very ugly if I did that, but I wonder if it's possible. It has transformed into a new kind of game. Those 3 color crystals are like Pokemon starters, but aren't used right now. Hold on. Let me pull it up so people will see what we're talking about. Yeah, ads are. Yeah. Oh, you're talking about these. Oh yeah, it is like Pokemon. They're on like little pedestals, so you can go up to them. It's funny. By the way, watch out for the shadows right here from the grass. It might be a good idea to turn off cast shadows on the grass. You might, although really that's happening just because of the angle of the light. Yeah. You got little exclamation marks too. Yeah, look at you go. Nice. Okay. What I want to see is, can I do this? Will this work? So, right, this is all fine, right? I'm attacking up. I'm holding down still. I'm attacking up. Crap, nope, doesn't work. Okay. That's annoying. I have this. Set rotation based on WASD. The problem is this won't work. Pretty sure this won't work. Because it still goes off of with the last thing it's set, and I'm setting the directionality here. So if I'm, yeah, that doesn't work. Okay, so what I need to do is, oh, I know what I can do. I can set dash directionality. So I hate that it does collapses things. What we can do is have another directionality, but this one's just purely for dash. Or was directionality. Okay, and this is just always set. I can put this through. So this is always set. And then under this rotation based on walls. I don't think I'm using that anywhere. Nope, that's the only place I'm using it. So now here I can use was directionality. And now inside of my dash, I can set rotation based on was, and should be good. Is it date night cycle? It's about dusk right there. No. So basically what's happening is my character moves or rotates towards the direction of WASD, right? When he's moving around. But when he's attacking, he moves towards the direction of the mouse. So if I am currently holding down, like let's say I'm holding left, but I start attacking, my character will turn, even though I'm still holding left, right? Because you want him to attack. But that means when I dash, I'm now facing right, and so I dash right. I wanted him to still dash left, which is what I was pressing. So that's why what we're gonna do now, right, is, so if I come here, I'm holding down, I'm holding S, but I'm attacking, so I'm facing up, and if I hold shift now, why? Why be like that? It hasn't started the animation. Yeah, my forward vector. Yeah, but my forward vector's not changed. Or should have. Oh. Don't need that anymore. I'm pulling on the map. Okay, so again. Holding down S, dash. Yeah, now I'm dashing. Okay, so I'm running left. I click right to attack. Still holding left. Dash. Dash is left. Or if I'm holding down top left now, and I dash top left. Bam. So, yeah, now it's based off like the actual WASD directionality versus my overall directionality, which I'm changing based on the mouse versus keyboard setup. Curious how you figure that out. So, well, I had this setup before. Before I was using this, so I just reused the setup I had before, which basically takes my XY input from WASD, multiplies it by 3 to basically, and then does a ceiling on it, which basically turns it into this, depending on like positive or negative X or Y. And then I add +4, so it's 0 to 8, and then I just hard code the numbers in here based on the number it is, and then set my rotation to that. Now, I don't think that I came up with this. This I got help on. Because it was like, the way I did it was overly complex. And they're like, yeah, you can just do this, which is really clever. Yeah. Because Y is just plus or negative, +1 or -1, and you multiply by 3, so that way these become different numbers compared to these two. So it all works out really nicely. Cool. Okay, so that's fixed. Great. Let me also... I think I want a longer delay between the shadow appearing and the spider appearing. That's another thing. The light animation delay currently is a second. I'm going to do... I'm going to make it a range. Random floating range between 1.5 seconds to 3 seconds. Oh, but then this is... No, this is not hard-coded. I destroy it later. Yeah, this is fine. Yep, this is fine. So now... if we go through next phase, and we can try range. Oh, that feels so much better. I can't believe I didn't realize that's what was happening. Like, I could tell something was off, but I couldn't figure out what until like just now. Oh, I clicked out accidentally. There we go. Yeah, that's like so much better for like dashing and moving out of the way. That it no longer feels like... Oh, there's the thing. I probably want that shadow now to be bigger. I don't need you anymore. Go to the projectile base. Go on you. I might tweak you still. Don't need you anymore. Close you. Might need you. Don't need you. I don't need you. Yeah. Why am I opening the protocube? Why isn't it opening this when I do Control E? Oh, is Control E open the thing that I've selected in the outliner, not what I have selected in content browser? I learned the hotkey to open up whatever you have like selected, but I have thought it was also for the content browser. Apparently not. But I guess if you ever need to like have something and edit something, and you like selected something in the world, you just press Control E and it'll just open it. It's really nice hotkey, but apparently it doesn't work in the content browser. There might be a different hotkey for that I need to find. But yeah. Okay. I want to modify the shadow scale. This is exposed on spawn. Ah. Okay. Right. Let's make it bigger. Forgot about this little thing. It helps when you expose variables. So we're gonna have it be bigger, and we're gonna take it longer because it's at least a second and a half. I might honestly make the scale 2 times. Let's check it out. Yeah, this feels so much better now. I'll admit. God, the dash was the problem. When you realize what the problem was. Oh, there's the shadow. It's pretty big. You know, that actually works well. I might make it even bigger. Because this is, of course, keep in mind that it's now a bigger spider. Let's make it 2 seconds. And if I make it the same, let's make it longer, but it's 2 seconds. 3 seconds. Make it the same. I'm just gonna make it longer. Oh, I'm looking upwards. Can't see. Oh, nope. Stop it. Yeah. Go to the next phase. Also, I don't know if you guys noticed, but right, we've disabled the flicker strike. If you've ever played Path of Exile, basically from the spiders, you no longer like teleport to them. You teleport still to like do the teleport attack to all other enemies, but not to these guys. Also, one other thing I want to do, actually, right after this. Is I want to change up. I don't know why these guys get stuck. These guys also got stuck. Oh, here it is. Yeah, that seems fine. And he's going through them just fine. Excellent. Okay. Let me just regenerate this, basically. Regenerate that. Hopefully that'll help. I just said I wanted to do something, and again I forgot. Holy crap! What is? I know I didn't get a good night's rest, but come on, brain. I just said I wanted to do. What did I want to do? This is the second time today. Shit. Um. If I do it again. Okay, hold on. I did this again. What was I thinking? Oh, the sound. The sound. Let's make it so the sound finally doesn't overlap and become very loud. And the reason this happens right now is because the damage, the sound plays whenever the enemy takes damage. So if multiple enemies take damage, then it overlaps the sound, effectively increasing the volume. So what I'm gonna do is I'm not gonna have this play sound here. I'm gonna currently play the sound if the attack hits something. So we can do execute attack, and if it hits something, so if this was successful here, what? Okay, so I cut here. Paste. There we go. Why did paste not work? Basically play it here once. So no matter how many we hit, it'll play the sound only once. Effectively, no longer. Yep. Now, it is ignoring whether or not it was a successful damaging hit, right? Because that's fine. Yeah, why are these guys getting stuck? Oh yeah, that was nice. The animation could be a little bit longer because it takes the spider a little bit longer to land. So honestly, I'm gonna make it so it takes 2.5 seconds. Half a second for animation, hopefully. We'll see if that time's about right. But that at least fixes the volume problem of AoE, right? No. Why am I hearing no, that's not working quite right. Why is that not working quite right? We're checking for characters. The reason it's not working is because we don't check if they can be hit. You're debugging code. When you're supposed to get a game over, it doesn't show the widget, and the enemies get infinite turns. Even on the dead guy. Oof. One easy way of making sure that doesn't happen on game over is to pause the game. Assuming you don't want like things to continue moving, just pause the game. Easy solution. What I can do is the same check we're doing here to make sure that this is not do not hit self check. And this takes in the gameplay tags of thing it traced. I made a Didn't I make a blueprint interface for this? I'm thinking of something. Maybe I'm thinking of something else. You didn't learn gameplay tags so bad? They're very simple, honestly. There's a few tutorials. I mean, there's probably a lot more than a few tutorials on YouTube. Check them out. It's basically just a big bool system that now works on any kind of asset you want. That's it. So instead of storing a bunch of bools on your character, you just turn on and off gameplay tags for them. Can you pause the game? Yeah. Set game paused. Paused, not paused. Just remember to unpause it. It stops all tick. It stops all everything. You can still like use UI and stuff, but like all movement and everything stopped. Paused. I think you resume it. That's a game changer. Yeah, if you ever want to think, right, just like you can do like jump, like it's just built in. Pausing is just built in. Really convenient. Okay. I need to Oh yeah, I was going to interfaces. Oh, I did add gameplay tag, remove gameplay tag. Okay, so I need a get gameplay tag interface. Actually, no. I was gonna duplicate, but I realized I need an output, not an input. Get gameplay tag interface, and it needs to be gameplay tag output. Gameplay tags. Gameplay tag container. That's what I want. Okay, so now in my action character, interfaces, get gameplay tags interface. And all we need to do is just throw in gameplay tags into it. And now we have access to everyone's gameplay tags. Okay. So now here, before we do this, we can do it after too, but I'm gonna do it before. I'm going to do a for each loop with break. Right. Oops. Break. Get gameplay tags interface.
Ads are here. Pausing for ads.
Ah, okay. Yeah. Hey, SB45, welcome in. How's it going? Hope you're doing well. You're building an RPG without knowing anything about game creation? You're getting pretty good, I think, but you've been so helpful with the blanks on things you don't even know you need. Yeah, that's a lot of times I see people struggling in parts where it's not because like they're like not skilled or because like they're thinking about it wrong. A lot of times it's just struggling because they don't know there's a checkbox for this thing and they're making it from scratch, kind of. Like, for example, in Unreal, one of the things I know a lot of people who start out with Unreal don't know about is you can snap things. You can just do snap an object to another object, like no matter where it is. It's just basically very simple snapping setup. So if you need to like drag something and put it right next to something else, instead of using all the three axes, you can just click and drag it on top of it. It'll be there, and then you'll adjust as needed. Before you erase, your blueprints were a mile long. Yeah, arrays are very much needed. Yeah, without arrays, oof. I can't imagine doing this like all the stuff I'm doing without arrays. That'd be rough. But thankfully they're arrays. Okay, you got the gameplay tags. Then I'm gonna just check it here. Now, I take the gameplay tags. If it has the tag enemy and not this, because this is false, then this will be true. And this is all fine as long as it's not both these and not both these. Then we're fine, and we should be fine on this trace too. So if this is true, then we play the attacks, the hit sound, which right now is hard coded, but I'm sure later on I'll just set it up where it'll be either based on the thing that's been hit or whatever. And then we break the loop because I don't need to check anything else. We already know it hits something that it should make a sound for. So now, yep. You know what helps? If I hook up the rest of my code so it can actually do damage. That helps. Okay. Let's try that again. So now, if these guys attack, yeah, they don't play the sound. Yeah, but if attacks hits, like a lot of them hit at the same time, then it will play it for each one. But still, it's not that bad because it's only playing it from one source. And it's not exactly the same time. Oh, there comes the spider. That was better. Oh, is the collisions on for this for these static meshes? I think that's what's happening. You still don't get a reference versus get a copy. So getting a copy means you have a new thing. Like let's say you have an array of like hot dogs. Okay, you have an array of hot dogs. Here, I'll do a draw over. Okay, you have a array of delicious looking hot dogs. They're quite tasty, right? And you have a few of them. And now, oh, actually, you have a hot dog. You have an array of like for mustard, ketchup, right? And I don't know, relish. Right. So that's your array. Your array is the toppings for the hot dog. Cool. So when you get a copy of something, you literally are making a second thing. So this is a copy. In memory, you have this, you have this, and now you have this. This guy doesn't know anything about this guy. It is a copy, right? Duplicated. But if you got a reference to something, this guy doesn't actually exist. This guy is like, hey, I'm here. This is actually me. You're just seeing me here. So if you say, hey, you know what? This isn't ketchup. This is, actually barbecue sauce. Well, this will become barbecue sauce because this was a reference and you've modified a reference. But if you modified a copy, it's a copy. It doesn't affect anything here. Unless I'm mistaken, this should be accurate. The way I described it. So getting into either will work. Seems like getting a copy will actually hurt performance. Yes. If you can get a reference instead of getting a copy for memory. In most cases, getting a reference is what you probably want. I'm pretty sure. Sometimes you can't get a reference. Depending on what it is, you can't, there's no option for get a reference, which you guys get a copy. I don't know enough coding, like actually under the hood coding, to tell you like why that is. I tried to understand it through the C++ tutorial I was watching. Too advanced. I'm an artist first, not a programmer first. It says no collision here. Well, it says no collision. You should not be able to collide. And this stuff shouldn't have collision. Oh, it does. There's the problem. I thought I removed the collision for this. No collision. That's the problem. You know, there's no reference version. Sometimes I forgot what it was. Yeah, there's a few like that. Yeah, I forget why it is. Yeah, copy if you want to know something about the object. Get a ref if you want to change something on it. I mean, if you want to know something about the object, you also get a reference. That's the part that confuses me. I guess if you want to, you can get a copy and then modify it and not have modify the original. But a lot of times when I get when I get something and I want to modify it, that's never gonna be like I store it as a new variables for whatever I'm using. So maybe the way I'm using it is just I would say 99% of the time reference is all I need. You have an awesome site that has thousands of game music and sounds. All the assets are credit. Yeah, a lot of places are like that. But I mean, like it's up to you, like whether you want to. I personally would rather not deal with the credits because, like, let's say you have like you got them. Now you might have like another site because they didn't have the kind of music you wanted. Maybe you have another site, so maybe like 5 sites for music, and then you have and then you're adding assets. They all want a credit. So you're I just don't want to deal with it personally. So I'm like, I just don't use it. I'll find one that's like, yeah, Creative Commons and I'm good. For an inventory system, you probably want to use a copy, I'm guessing. Well, no. See, for that, again, it doesn't matter. Like, so I've made an inventory system before. So let's say you have... So the way I did it, and maybe this is the wrong way of doing it, okay? Just keep that in mind. The way I did it, let's say you have a slot inventory, okay? And you're taking something from this slot and you want to put it in this slot, okay? Straightforward. So what I do is you get this, you store that information into your, your drag, but you've stored it. It doesn't matter if you got a reference from it originally or if you got it a copy of it. It doesn't matter because you've not modified it and you just stored it and you used it as a get, basically. Cool. And then you paste it here and then you delete this one. It didn't matter what I got as a reference or as a copy. I wasn't modifying the original. I just delete this guy. The entire thing. Because whatever was in this slot, I don't want anymore. I don't want to get a reference. It's not like I'm not modifying this with a reference. I'm just deleting it. That was how I did it. And I pasted a copy of it here. But that's not through get a copy or get a reference. That's me storing the information on my drag and then pasting the information somewhere else. But the information is now stored in my drag. You set the array, or you set the the object, whatever it is. A lot of times the way I was doing it for the inventory system, right, is the slot has information for it. It has the item information, right? It has the struct. So I took the struct from here, copied it, and pasted it in here, and deleted the original. So I don't have I didn't grab like from an array. There's no array here. If I go, this is where the slot information. Obviously, in my inventory, which is an array of all the things, I haven't changed anything. I could change the order of the array if you wanted to do something like that, where maybe this is slot 0 and you're doing this and this is like slot 7, right? 6. Then maybe you're changing the order of the array, but you're not really getting copies of reference there either. So I don't know. Again, I'm not an expert in this. I'm just doing my best to explain the way I understand it. So. Okay, I'm going to remove the infinite vision stuff. Where is the spawner? No, not you. You. Setting is attacking. Yeah, it's all good. You get array reference, then get the slot. Set it as a temp variable, then set an array with set member for slots. Like, yeah. But you save it as a temporary variable, right? You're not modifying the original. That's what I'm talking about. And then you remove or clear or do whatever you want with the original. Again, I'm not saying this is the definite, this is how you do it. This is just how I did it, if I recall. Yeah. On phase 3 start, am I setting... I'm not setting infinite vision, right? Oh, I'm doing it on here. Let's turn that off. Probably do it wrong along. One thing, I mean, I can't answer that, but one thing I actually, during my first little bit of game dev that I was doing, like as a, like a learning thing, I figured, I was so proud of myself. I figured out how to sort inventories, or like sort arrays, basically. Because what I wanted to do, like sorting arrays, depending on how you do it, isn't super complicated unless you want to also maintain a time-based inventory sorting. Then it gets a little more complicated. And I was proud of myself because I figured it out. I was like, how do you like maintain like how do inventories sort by time and then change it, display it, right? Change it and display it, and then be able to still go back to time. Like, are you like, storing the time when you got it? It's like, no, that can't be. That'd be like super complicated and a pain in the ass. That can't be it. And I figured out a way of doing it that's easy. Nah, decay rate is the complicated part. I found the easier method. I figured out the easier method. I don't know if you guys know how you sort that. But I could tell you guys. Hey, Vitamin K, welcome in. How goes the Crimson and the spreading? Going well? Going well? Yeah, we got a whole 3-phase boss. You do that for 6 speeds for turn-based combat, 3-3. Took like 36 functions, but it works. You'll fix it later. Yeah, as long as it works, that's the main thing. Where are these guys? Where are the spy? Why spiders no go pop? Hold on. What did I do? Oh. I understand now. I had collisions then because they need collision. Yeah, they only had the boss abilities collision. Oh, it had ignore character collision on block by default. That's right. Yeah, that needs to be set in ignore because on default it's block. Yeah. That's why they're game block. Okay, so have you guys thought of a way of how do you sort an array by time and then by whatever else you want? Do you want me to tell you? Let me know if you want me to tell you. I'm curious if you guys want to see if you can figure it out. Because I like it took me a while, and I was super proud of figuring out like how do you sort an array by both time and whatever else you want, and then always be able to go back to time, whether it's forward or reverse as well in anything. Assuming that you're displaying it, right? That's for displaying for inventory, specifically. Not specifically, I guess it works for anything else. That's what we're talking about. Ah. Jeez, when the wave of spiders attacks, that's kind of awesome. Oof, gotta watch out. What I would like... Oh, here comes a spider. Okay, I need to have him to come in a little bit faster. Because clearly the animation is maybe like a second long. So... two. So two. What I would... I wonder if there's a way of doing a random cooldown. Let me see. Behavior tree. Cooldown range. Variable cooldown. I could create a new one that is random because right now, so the reason why they're all attacking about the same time when they're kind of in range is because their cooldown is all, they spawn all around the same time and their cooldown is resetting all around the same time. That's why it's happening. Now I could make it where they don't have 100% chance of doing this. They have like a small chance of doing this. But if I do a... I think I need to do a service. Let me just double check. Services, yeah, I can check this on... It sets... I would need to do... This services update every tick, basically. Well, I mean... Behavior tree runs once. Out of curiosity... Now behavior trees, tasks run once. I could do a timer in a task. No, that wouldn't really work. No. Let's do. Let's do a service. And let's try setting that up. So which means I would need a new key. Attack cooldown. Float. Okay, just duplicate this variable. Cool. So I set a blackboard values as float. Instead of distance to attack target, this is just going to be this is the variable. So what we're gonna do is get this number, get time, delta time. Here, roll delta seconds. So I wanted to. I don't know. I just try to do like material editor stuff in here. I was being stupid. Do I even need this? I don't think I do. Yes. No? No. I don't need this. So what this is basically what we're doing is every like second it's going to increase the timer by a second, by one, right? Just only one. Why am I doing multiply by one? Oh, I need to store it. Oops. That Get blackboard value. I need to get the variable cooldown. Get value as float. And I need to add variable time. Delta seconds. There you go. Otherwise, we're just. It's not gonna work. Hey, holy crap! Welcome in. How's it going? I'm doing well. And let's do a little print string. And I just wanted to print this to make sure that's going up successfully. And I'll go give it to the Great Spider in phase 1 at service. Variable cooldown. Oh, save. There we go. Very good day today. Nice. Glad to hear it.
Ads are here. Pausing for ads.
Glad to hear it. Yeah, things are going well here as well. Which after yesterday, I'm very happy with. Because yesterday was rough. All right, up today, working on the spider. We made some updates. We fixed the dash. We fixed the stacking the attack sound. And right now, we fixed up some better some more spider boss stuff. Right now, we're setting up variable cooldowns. Basically, I want it so instead of a set cooldown time, it is a it has a range, basically. That's it. I want a range. Oh, I just realized. If I do it as a behavior tree, I can't. If it's a range, it's gonna always do the minimum. Because I cannot do. Oh, this might not work. Right, no, it might not work. I said this will not work. What I can do actually is put it all together. Instead of... I'm going to change this to variable cooldown, and I'm going to change it to a bool. A true or false. And now... here, instead of as flows, get can I promote to local variables? No, I can promote a variable. That should be fine. Get set value as bool. So what I'm going to do is... Oh, I guess I do need still the variable cooldown. Float. Or I guess attack cooldown. Time. Variable cooldown. It's not variable, it's attack cooldown. In case I do multiple. It's a bit dirty. We'll see if this works. Can you just get a random float in a clamp? Yes, but I need to check the time that much time has elapsed. So I need to do it based on time. So basically what I'm gonna do is time is I don't need to set it. Oh, I do need to set it. Do I need to set it? Can I just store it as a variable? So delta seconds here. So, right, if I set it to as a random float, cool, but there's nothing that says like that much time has elapsed. So what I'm thinking is creating a variable that continues to go up with time, and then when it reaches a certain amount, then another variable gets it to true, and that's what it happens. And then when this executes, I'll have an actual task that just performs that will set them both back to off and 0, and then basically reset it. This isn't ideal. I just don't know another way of detecting how much time has passed without storing that information, right? Problem with this is that this happens on yeah, it's float. Setting it as a float. And then here, if this is greater or equal to here's also the question. This fires on tick. So that means this will constantly be randomized. If it's constantly randomized every tick, let's say it's 1 to 2 seconds. After you're halfway through, you have a 50% chance on the tick they'll pick a lower number. Unless I have another behavior tree thing that picks a number and sets it at the very beginning as like initialization. Which we can do. Attack cooldown interval. Sure. Terrible names. Well, let's just make sure it works. So I'm going to, for now, hard code it to be 2 seconds. I'm going to do 2 print strings. Actually, I'm doing a print text. Format text. Time elapsed. Attack possible. So this goes to B and that goes to B. Welcome back, Guts. Did I explain how to sort the matrix? I did not. No one asked, so I figured no one was interested. By the matrix, did you mean the inventory system? Is that what you? If that's what you mean? Yeah, the inventory system. Okay, let me test this real quick, and then I'll explain it. Oh, it needs to be. It needs to be in attacking. You see me. Time lapse 0, true. Why is time lapse 0? Oh, it helps if I set all my stuff up. Pull down, time, interval. I always forget this. One day I will not forget this. Two false, false, false. True. There, it turned to true. Sweet. Okay, so we're on the right track. So, how do you sort an inventory? By order. How do you sort and display an inventory? By the order you got the item, and then another order, and then go back to the time you got the item. I thought of I came up with a clever solution. Again, I don't know how anyone else does it. I've never talked to anybody about this. This is just how I figured out how to do it. So keep that in mind. Maybe someone will tell you this is an absolutely terrible idea. Or maybe they'll say this is clever. No idea. Don't know anyone else that did one. So, that does sorting that I could talk with. So let's say this is your inventory. This is the time you got the item. Okay? This is what's in the item. So let's say you want to sort it by something that will make it basically, 3, 5, 4, 1, 2, right? You've sorted it. And so now this is 3D, 5X, 4E, right? 1A, 2B. Well, like shit, now I want to go back to here, but you can't because you have no way of the array is set. But what if you never set this array? What if instead you make a copy of this array and you sort a copy? You never touch the original array. If you never touch the original array and you only ever sort a copy of the array and display that, it will always be in order of time you got the item. It's that simple. That's it. Instead of sorting and displaying the original array, never touch the original array. Keep it. Keep it the order that it came in with. And then you can sort it. You can sort it backwards. You can sort it forwards. You can sort it whatever way you want. But you're never displaying the original. You've never messed up your order. And so time is easy. You want to sort it by time? Just copy it. You want to sort it by reverse time? Reverse it and then copy it. You want to sort it by whatever you want? Just sort it and display it. Isn't that like a simple solution? Like when I thought of that, I was like, huh, that should work. I was like, and that's so simple. And all of a sudden, yeah, do whatever you want. Sort of however you want. It doesn't matter. You never ruin whatever you had because maybe, some other stuff had issues with it, right? So you can now sort it, display it however you want, and you've never messed up the original. Again, I have no idea if that's how people do it in like big games. It's just how I thought of it. So this works. I don't see this being like a taxing thing. So I assume this is fine to do. It's just copying an array. You're still gonna sort it no matter what. And copying an array or setting the array to another array, I don't think is very computational. Computationally heavy compared to just using an array. Sorry, it's not an overcomplicated, over-engineered solution. I don't accept it as true solutions. That was gonna be more complex, but it works, it works. Yeah. That's the thing, like I was trying to figure out for quite a while, and then at one point I'm like, oh, shouldn't this work? What if I just don't modify the original? Surprisingly, it worked. Okay, so this is also working so far. So right now it is going to be based off a random flow, but I need a few things. I need a few new tasks. So new task. Where is blueprint base? Not behavior trees. Tasks. Set or randomize variable cooldown. Timer. Receive execute AI, and we want to do a finish execute AI. Not finish execute. Let's finish execute AI. Is it? Let's open a random behavior tree real quick, or task rather. Oh, it is finish execute. Okay, I was right. There was an AI one, and this should be success. Have I ever messed with state trees? Are you talking about the new thing they're going to be introducing and have not introduced yet? I'm pretty sure that's not in 5.4 yet, or did they put it in 5.4? Also, I heard that the person that was working on those left Epic. So we'll see if it ever continues being developed. When I was trying to find out about my problem last night, I saw people were chatting about how the person who was developing that left Epic. So hopefully someone picks up and continues it, because it seemed great. And he doesn't get left in experimental or, forever. Fingers crossed. Set blackboard value as float. Yeah. This is going to be a random float in range. Min X. Expose these. Make it 0 to 1 by default. Actually, I'll make it 1 to 2 by default. You let the sell it privately? No, I don't know. Again, that's just what I read in the Discord. And they have people that are actual like UE, like people working at Epic in the Discord. So if it was false, I'm sure at some point someone would have said no. Maybe they didn't see it if it was false, but I'm assuming it was true. You just started messing with it. Seems fine so far. Nice. People enter big companies to create stuff. Aren't they bound by contracts to prevent this? Yes and no. So let's say, okay, here. This is something that I've also had to like figure out and deal with. So let's say I make a material, okay, in Unreal. I make a layered material at this company, okay? This company, okay, owns this copy of the material. I cannot, you know, Control C it and Control V it somewhere else. Right? That's bad. This is bad. But I can make a new one. I can make a new layered setup. As long as nothing that I'm doing here is proprietary, like that is can only have been done here. Like as long as I'm not using any like secret codes or anything that, you know, I would only have access to because of this company, I can do this. Because nothing I'm doing is proprietary. Right? I've just created a material in Unreal in this hypothetical. Can't stop somebody from using default Unreal all of a sudden, right? That's just can't do that. Now, if this this thing that I made, let's say it wasn't a layered material, let's say it was some complicated setup that involved some custom code that was developed in this company and that I used in this setup, then I can't use this code right here. But if I made my own version, I can do that. It's my own version. As long as I'm not taking like the information, the stuff from the original company and just reusing it, my understanding is this is fine. I'm not a legal lawyer. Keep that in mind. Yeah, as long as I'm redoing everything from scratch in my own way and I'm not reusing things, I'm fine. You cannot stop somebody from basically like using their own brain, right? Effectively. Like, I am not a lawyer. Double check before you do anything. And don't check people online, but my understanding is that as long as you're completely making everything from scratch yourself and you're not using anything from your work and you're not copying and pasting, this is fine. Assuming that you didn't have anything in your contract that says otherwise, obviously. If you had if in your contract it says something that whatever you make cannot be copied or, you know, reproduced or whatever, right? Obviously that's different. I'm talking about you don't have any of that in your contract. Then this is fine. But if this is like Unreal and I make like a tool in Unreal at a studio, I can recreate it here as long as nothing there is specific for that studio, because it's a generic tool that's made with the generic stuff that anyone can do. Nothing about it proprietary. So yeah. Yeah, read your contract before you do it. Yep. A lot of times, depending on what you're doing, like for example, I don't have a contract for that at all. Like I don't have like one that's like, yes, you cannot replicate any tools because depending on what if you're a programmer, maybe that's the case because you're expected to make tools and you're expected to make code. But at least I've never had a contract like that. But always read your contracts. Or even better, having a lawyer read them. But I don't have time nor money. Well, I don't have money for that. Okay, so we're randomizing the cooldown time. So what I'm gonna do is here. So at the beginning, it's going to do a little sequence. Randomized variable cooldown timer. And then it's going to do this. And for testing, it's interval. There. I'm going to make it between 1 second and 10 seconds. So really to demonstrate. You have an NDA and restriction on ideas you have for a company? I mean, yeah, like if you propose an idea, those are usually like... But as long as nothing there is like proprietary, you're usually fine. Again, like, right, if again, in a scenario, like I decide to make a layered material, you can't stop people from making layered materials. That everyone's doing them everywhere, right? Something like that is just too vague. Yeah, if you create something outside of work, the company doesn't own shit. This is I think it meant inside during work hours. But again, like, right, it depends also what it is. If you like are working at like a content creation place and you're generating ideas, let's say, right, and that's your whole thing, then yes, you were paid to make that idea. The company owns that idea because that was done on company time, specifically for the ideas. But if you just came up with that, that is a unique thing, right? That's not like, not everyone was going to come up with that specific idea. But again, if it's something like, I made a glass material using default Unreal, can't stop someone from making glass material. Contra says, if you build something related to the same industry, the company owns it even after it's ours. I would check with a lawyer. I would check with a lawyer on that one. That sounds sketchy. Okay. So I need another behavior tree. Or task rather. EGT resets variable cooldown. So, can I just copy these? I need the cooldown time. And I need the interval. Oh no, I need the cooldown, not the interval. So take both of these. Variable cooldown. Set value as bool false. And cooldown time sets float 0. Paris, I was just talking about that. Congress passed or is passing a law that companies no longer have non-compete clauses. Yes, the non-compete is absolutely, yeah, absolutely. They passed it. I'm pretty sure, which includes personal project. Yeah. Well, the clause, that's not related. That's not the same. Non-compete meant that, unless I'm mistaken, again, non-compete meant you couldn't work.
Pausing for ads.
You couldn't work at another company in the same industry, basically. That was a competitor to your company. So if you were in a gaming company that made ARPGs, you couldn't also be making your own ARPG somewhere else, because that's a conflict. You're competing with yourself. And depending on what your job is, it could be broader. That's not the same as, quote unquote, stealing intellectual property, right? That's different. I'm not an expert in that in any way. Yeah, so you have a non-compete. Yeah, that if you're in the assuming you're in the US, that's not legal anymore. That doesn't matter anymore. Oh, you're not in the US, right? Yeah, you gotta check with your local laws. Check with local laws. Yeah, I remember. Or I remembered. You're in the land of the kiwi. Kiwis are so great. I know I believe they're like there's too many of them, but like from what I heard in New Zealand, but yeah. Looks so cute. The Lord of the Rings land? Oh, I don't know. I don't know enough about Lord of the Rings to know it's Lord of the Rings land. When I think Kiwi and I think New Zealand, I think Path of Exile. I have a golden kiwi. They are big. I mean, these are probably babies. In that case. Oh, look at that. A kiwi. That's where kiwis come from, right? Think they record a lot of the movie scenes in New Zealand? Oh, it's possible. Yeah, a lot of things got recorded in New Zealand. Safe. Attack cooldown and time. That isn't kiwi a tropical fruit when you said kiwi? Yeah, it is. It is. But kiwi is also the name of that animal. Yep. It's a native New Zealand bird. And Path of Exile, I have this guy, a golden kiwi. It glows and everything. Oh no, not. I think no, that's the diamond one. Yeah, this one. This one. Golden kiwi. During that's $250 during closed beta. That's what that was. Over a decade ago now, I think. I played so much Path of Exile during closed beta. Dear God. Okay. Let's see how often he attacks. That was just a triple attack. See if he just lasts. Oh, hold on. Cooldown. Oh, I forgot to change the. Right. I need to add decorator. Blackboard. This is going to be on. That cooldown is set. Let's see. He's not attacking yet. Good. That should get set. Maybe 10 seconds was too long. Well, not set. I feel like it's been longer than 10 seconds. Oh, this needs to happen, I think, here. Because it needs to happen before this. Also, to check that it's working, print string, is the service not running? Oh. Yeah, I put it in the wrong place. So, server needs to be here. So he was going into this mode, so the service, which does the time calculations, was never being triggered. So now I put it in the right place. See? Yeah, I should have been next to the other ones. So, see right there above? The time is going up. It says false. Now it says true. And now he can attack. After he's done attacking. It should have been turned to false. Why didn't it turn to false? There's a sequence. Oh, you know what? Let's do this first. It's gone in here. He keeps going, yeah. Keeps going and going and going. Yep. So false. True. So he should be able to attack now. Why did it... So that... Oh, I see. I need to do it here, I think. It wasn't in this sequence, because if I did it here, he goes and checks again for the next thing in the sequence every time. And here I've canceled it, so I think that's why. Okay. Again, still false. True. Okay, so he leaves that immediately after. So what was the problem then? Here. Oh, you know what it is? Don't abort self when this changes. That's why. It was because I made abort self true. You should be able to attack. And now it's true again. Yep. Okay, but I need to change where this happens. I want it to happen here. Because otherwise it resets like during the attack, and we don't want it to reset during the attack. So now... True. 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 Still true. Now it's false. And now it's going to wait till it's the 3-second mark. Yep. And once he finishes attacking... Why isn't it being set? Why isn't it being set? Why does he keep going? Okay, he's doing the sequence. Great. Okay, it did reset. Good. Do the sequence again. Only did the first one. Oh, I see. Figured it out. So it's because in here, I have this not be a success. No, I need to always have it be success. So if I say not a success, that means he leaves and he stops doing the rest. Still success. So he never got because unless he did the full combo, he never never reset it. So now true. He's gonna do his combo. Timer's still going up, which is good. What's up? What? I thought that was it. No? Watching it. This is the first attack. Stops. Okay. It doesn't absorb abort anything. Try this. I don't want him to continue attacking endlessly. It's very dangerous. He does 3 attacks. He stopped and waited, which is good. Why? Why does the sequence stop? Here, check. Was that the problem? Yeah, now it turned to false. True. Wait, oh, the timer's not resetting. No, it reset there. 1, 2, 3, 4. Can't do 4. It's too many. What the hell's going on? I'll put this here so you guys can see. It should go here. Right? Zoom out a little. It should go to that fourth one, but it's not going to the fourth one. Why is it not going to the fourth one? First one, second one, and then it doesn't do the rest. Why? If he does the third one, then he does the fourth one. If it's false, it always says success. Every single one of these is success. It should continue. What I can do is kind of a dirty way for this to happen. I can do this. It's kind of after every single one is going to reset it. It's not pretty. But it probably will work. Now, one attack, reset. One attack, two attack, three attack. Yeah, it resets. It's not resets. It resets after every attack. Okay. Bit dirty, but it works. The only other thing that I want to do is make it so every single attack is on a different timer. This maintains all attacks are always on the same timer, right? So what I want to do is this. Whenever he goes into the not attacking, he picks a random time. Excuse me. So now when he goes into strafing moving, he picks a new time. So let's see. Okay, so it was like between 4 and 5 seconds. Now I think it was a little lower than 4. Yep, that was low 4. I wanted to see if it can go like super high or super low. Yeah, it was at 3 seconds. Yeah, so it's now randomized. 3 seconds. I want to get a really high one. 5, 6. Yep, it was 6 something. There we go. So it's working. So now the attacks are at a random interval and not like a set interval, which feels a whole lot better. Okay, which means we can do the same thing for the spiderlings, which is the whole point I was doing this. Um, this here. Get that in there, and I want to grab you. I'm just copying them so I don't have to doing it. Okay, so now if I get him to the next phase, a lot of these guys no longer should be jumping at me in as much of a wave. Oh, one thing. Is it still 1 to 10? Yes. Yeah. Oh, right. I didn't configure. This is still on the 2-second cooldown, right? I need attack cooldown is set. There we go. Now it should be fine. So basically, we just don't want the wave of attack. One more like randomized attacks. So now they're attacking, but they're not attacking at the exact same time. Like there are a lot of them can still attack me, like you can see there. But it's just not nearly at the all at once. Let's turn off that print string. We don't need it anymore. So again, we come here and I just run around. We'll see that they. Now they're kind of attacking. A few of them attacked. A couple more of them attacked. So they're a little more varied now. I can get them really bunched up. I'll go on, holy crap. Hope you have a good rest of your night. Hey, someone by. I wonder if I shouldn't have them bunch up this much because that makes it very susceptible to an AoE that just kills everyone. What I can try doing is on the spiderlings, now that the collisions are all working, turning on block again for themselves. So each of them will still block each other. Let's see how that works. So they still kind of clump up, but they don't overlap. Which I think is a lot better. If multiple attack me at the same time, then nothing I can do about the sound. I want to say that the time range between attacks should be a little bit different. We don't want the 10 seconds for these. We want, let's say, between 2 seconds and 5 seconds. Actually, they can attack twice really quick. 1 and 5. I just don't want the 10. It's gonna be a little bit better now. So yeah, I kind of like them not overlapping. It just makes it feel like there's more of them. They still bunch up. I can make them bunch up a little more. I think this is a good bunching. Oh, but they have a hard time hitting me because they're now colliding with each other. Screw it. Ignore each other. What if I don't ignore each other, but I change the... It's because of the height. Yeah, it's because of the capsule height. Yeah, ignore each other. If it's because of ball spiders, I think it's fine. Get rewarded for kiting the spiders around. But I might make them faster. They should be fast little buggers. Buggers, get it? Because they're bugs? Oh, actually, they're not bugs. You get the idea. That's why. Spring speed 700, jogging speed 500, walking speed to 300. This is gonna be fast little buggers. Oh, look at them go! Oh, look at them go! Oh, they're catching up. Oh, that no longer makes a sound. Okay, I need to make it so the projectiles on a hit makes a sound. And I think if they bunch up, honestly, I can turn the projectile back to 125. Yeah, because they bunch up. It's very easy to hit multiple. Okay. That seems good. Now, do I want to have them be a two-hitter? Before I do that, let's fix the sound thing. On damaged, we have that, and where's the? Do we still have the other thing open? Oh, I did. Let's see it. I want to grab. Copy. I need to do the same test. I need all of this. Do I hit self-check? I need to copy it to projectile base. And now I can do grab all of this. Copy it. Here. So this needs to happen here. Just like that. It's not gonna be pretty, but you. Jeez. Thank you so much for the sub. Wait, that's not a prime? That's a regular? Oh my god. Oh my god. Well, thank you very much. I appreciate it. Enjoy the emotes. Enjoy the sun that you like to use. It's cheaper as regular? You don't plan using Prime other than subbing? Yeah. That's what I'm talking about. You didn't use your Prime. You use your, like, a regular sub. I mean, yeah. Wait, what do you mean it's cheaper as regular? Cheaper than Prime subs?
Ads are here. Pausing for ads.
I mean, yeah, compared to the full Amazon Prime is cheaper. I probably didn't fully understand. Prime is 20 bucks, subbing is 10 bucks. Yeah, but you get other benefits. Wait. Hold on, do you have Amazon Prime where you are? I just realized that might not actually be the case. Do you have Amazon where you are? You do. See, Prime is beneficial. Like, if you already have Amazon Prime, then it's like, cool. You can just, you get an extra thing that's just like a free, you know, Prime sub. If you're just paying for it just to get the Prime sub, yeah, that's not worth it. Yep, you're right about that. It's offensive. We are 225 million people here. Huge country. I know you're a huge country. I don't know how big Amazon is worldwide. I'll be honest. When I find out some places other than like the US and Canada have Costco, I'm also amazed. Like when I found out Costco existed in Japan, I was shocked. I mean, I guess it's to be expected. It's a huge franchise, but like, I don't think global. It's not a you thing, it's a me thing. It's definitely a me thing. So yeah, it's not because of your size, it's just because I was questioning, I don't know how much pull Amazon has, like, globally. You don't have Costco, but you have Sam's Club? I'd heard of Sam's Club. But why did this not work? But I've never been inside. Okay, so it does do the print string. Oh, it's because here it... Owner, gameplay, tags. That's why. Owning actor gets gameplay tags. There you go. There we go. Beautiful. And nothing's being collided with. We're just getting all of these guys finished off. And now that we have no collision issues, I can reduce the... I can make it so you have to kill pretty much everyone. So here, instead of 20% remaining, I'll do like 5% remaining. Now let's just do equals 0 now. Or less or equals 0. So basically we have to kill all the spiderlings. Okay. Right, so once I've killed all of them, then he'll spawn, which I think is a little bit better. And dealing with them as ranged is now considerably easier than melee. It used to be more difficult, but now with the fixes to the dash and them clumping properly, it is actually... Yeah, there we go. And there's the spider. Excellent. A little bit of a delay after we killed... Yeah, perfect. Guys, we did it. We did it. We actually have like a 3-phase spider boss. That's working really well. It took considerably longer than I thought. Just because of all the issues. And it was a learning experience, but a 3-phase boss. Obviously I have an overpowered weapons right now, but you know, phase 1 is just regular giant attacks, and also he's bigger. Actually, I don't know if you were here, Guts, for that. I think you weren't here for that. When we made him twice as big, he wasn't always this big. Yeah, he's twice as big as he was before. He actually seems like much better this size, honestly. And I might make all the other enemies bigger as well. And yeah, so, and then that's phase 1. Phase 2 is these little guys pop out. And now I actually want to, last thing, I probably want to change the timing on those. On the pop out. Because right now it is between 0 and 2 seconds. I want it to be 0 and 5 seconds. You hear someone in the chat saying to make it bigger. You agree, but you were just lurking, so you said nothing. All good. Yeah, I wasn't sure if you were lurking or you weren't there. So now... Yeah, so now they keep coming out. Oh, that's so much nicer. Look at that. It felt like they were coming out like in more like waves. Oh, let's do that again. So if I get him to next phase, these pop out. And a few more pop out. A few more pop out. More pop out. Oh, that's so much nicer. So much better. Yay! Because you changed the camera, everything looks up smaller. So you made the sense to have a boss bigger. Yeah, yeah. That's very true. I might make all other enemies also bigger now. I might make that like a general thing with just bigger enemies. I think that would be good. So yeah, phase 3 also has the charge, which is relatively easy to dodge. It's not supposed to be like a super difficult thing. I might make it either faster. I might adjust it. It seems like a little too easy to dodge. But I don't know. Let's see. He just faces toward, as long as you're moving, you can dodge it. But if you get caught out by it, then it becomes quite difficult. What happened to you? What happened? Yeah, now you're attacking. What happened? Why are you going? Why are you leaving attacking phase? Odd. I mean, as soon as you hit him, it remembers you. It's not like you can do free damage. Okay. I think for now it's fine. For now, this works. The only thing I want to do is also do the random timing for the next phase. So I'm going to copy this to here. Remove the 2-second cooldown. Let me also change the timer. Instead of 10 seconds, between 2 and 4 seconds. Somewhere there. And then I'm gonna do one of these. Scooch it over a little. Why should I have to do this? I could probably put it as part of the as part of these. Just combine it. Might do that later. But this is working. That's the main thing. There you go. So now the next phase also is going to have random timers, which is great. It's back. There you go. Okay. Yay! And I might do this for all enemies. Give them random attack timers. Probably not the basic ones, honestly. The basic ones can have a regular cooldown. I wish the default cooldown had like a random range thing, so we didn't have to do it kind of through effectively. So yeah, I won't do it on the regular mobs because then every single one of them will have even more on-tick stuff. But I mean, it's fine. This cooldown happens every 0.4, between 4 and 4.6 seconds. I don't need it to happen that often. Actually, I can have it be every half second. Just check. So it's plus or minus half a second. I think it's fine. Just on half second. This is a target updates 10 times a second. Yeah, that's fine. It's not on tick, sorry. It's on a timer that I specified. Okay. Yay. So tomorrow, do we go and start figuring out what we're doing with another boss? I think we do. I think we say spider for now. Good. We go to new boss. Do we go to Dino Bro or do we go to the bear? That's the only question. Dino Bro or bear? Bear, of course. Okay, we'll do bear. We'll figure out what we want to do with bear tomorrow. How we want to do it. He has a little like a jetpack thing on the back. I almost want I want to see if there's an animation that could maybe like launch him at stuff. And maybe we'll look into destroying the terrain with him. Like if he does like a jet burst forward and there's a pillar, he'll destroy the pillar. So maybe there's a lot of pillars to begin with. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. But for now, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. I'm quite pleased with the spider. It's no longer crashing us too, which is great. Maybe breaking the jetpack so he stops at some attack pattern too. That... Ooh. Let's start with just the basic stuff, and then we'll talk about maybe like some stuff like that. I like the idea, but let's get the basics first. Finally, you watch a stream to the end. Yeah, you're up really late tonight. But thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. Back tomorrow at 6:30 Pacific for some more boss fun. Back to a little more creative, figuring out what we're gonna do and all that stuff. Till then, have a good night, guys. Bye-bye.